Dustin the Diamond Porier has been a fan favorite in the UFC for many years now. His record speaks for itself for the many champs that he's won against and lost against. The man single-handedly dismantled a Conor McGregor that was on top of the world and made him look like he was an amateur. Hailing from Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin has known nothing but fighting. He grew up on the rougher northern side of Louisiana, so every day was a fight for him. Growing up in such a way has had a profound effect on Dustin Porier's mindset and perspective. Even while he was fighting in the UFC, the man was unrelentless. He had a work ethic that could beat most people's ethic. The reason why I wanted to make this video today is because Dustin Porier was recently arrested in a drunken incident, because I believe that he's going through a major transition in life and loss of identity because he recently got retired by Max Holloway. I believe that he doesn't know where to go. He's lost. I mean, think about it like this. You're a teenage kid in the rougher side of Louisiana, and you've been fighting since you were a little boy, and then now all of a sudden your routine collapses, your purpose is gone, everything that you've been fighting for to get better seems to be taken from you. Dustin Porier has been open about his struggles in life and his problems with drinking.
How are you doing in life right now? How is life?
I'm good. Some days I'm great. Some days I'm not so good. It's up and down, honestly. Just staying busy, man. It's really, I got to keep my mind busy. I'm a danger. I've said this before. People heard me say this, but I'm danger if I don't have anything circled on my calendar. If I'm not working towards something, trying to better myself and my family, I'm a danger to myself.
I can't remember if it was 6 months to a year ago, but he said that he wants to quit drinking to make himself better for his family. People all over the internet like to act like they're perfect and like they don't struggle with mental illness or substance abuse or any other problems like every other human being on earth. So when you add into the fact that Dustin Porier has been knocked out pretty badly, has been on steroids, and has suffered from alcoholism, it puts into a wide perspective why he's acting the way he is. Dustin Porier probably should have pivoted into training younger fighters, opening his own gym, so he could become like a guidance for fighters, or he can become like a father figure for some fighters. Right now, Dustin Porier has lost his purpose. He's lost his way. I find it infuriating and a little bit disrespectful and disingenuous when people are at their lowest point in their life and it gets recorded, and especially since he's a star, it blew up all over the internet, and now his worst moment is forever etched into the timeline of the internet. Obviously, he's had bad moments before. He's explained that multiple times. But let's give the guy a break. I mean, he's no Conor McGregor. He's not going out snorting cocaine, getting drunk, and throwing chairs through vans and doing this, that, and the other, and getting sent to court over sexual assault. He's not touching his dog inappropriately on the internet like Izzy Adesanya, and he's not running into pregnant women's cars and then driving away erratically like John Jones.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Yeah, they fucking lying motherfuckers. Yeah, pull me off the plane. All my boys went to the fucking crib. Now what the fuck?
You Dustin Porier?
Man, fuck you, bro.
Just relax.
Man, fuck you and fuck her and fuck her. I'll fight you right now.
No, I don't want to fight, bro.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Radio have you.
Yeah, tell him, come on.
Get a couple.
Because it's gonna be bad.
Bro, just
it's gonna be bad.
Bro.
What's up?
Bro, relax.
You wanna fight?
Radio 37.
Radio, start several you. Start several you.
How you boys not gonna fight something? Pussy.
Radio 37 Sam.
Pussy, boy.
Relax.
Bro, I'm gonna bang you up.
Bro, relax.
I'm here a good one.
Just relax.
Give me a good one. Arrest me. That's the best way, dog. That's the best way. That's the best way. Hey, pound it.
All right, man.
Man, you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. You did what you could.
This is a man who's went against hard-hitting people and you know, came out relatively unscathed, but a lot of people don't understand or don't care enough to realize that that shit accumulates and then comes out, manifests later on in life, especially when you stop fighting all of a sudden and you stop training all of a sudden. All of those problems in his brain manifested. As you can see in the video, I truly don't believe that he's just drunk. I think it's a mixture of TRT, alcohol, and he's been beamed in the head a lot throughout his career. I think it's a mixture of all of those things combined. At least Dustin Porier was level-headed enough to understand that he was being a fucking asshole, and then by the end he fist bumped the cop and said, "You did a good job, you did the best you could." There's people still making Jon Jones edits to this day and praising Jon Jones as the greatest of all time when he's quite literally the biggest piece of shit in the UFC, as well as Israel Adesanya. How come we can't give Dustin Poirier a break when Conor McGregor has snorted cocaine off strippers' vaginas and tits, gotten drunk as fuck, and done horrible shit all throughout his entire career? How come we give those guys a break, right? Dustin Poirier's arrest recently is not as bad as people think it is. It's bad for his mental health, it's bad for his image, but this could have gotten a whole lot worse. As soon as he pulled out that Philly shell and started pulling up his shorts, that cop knew that Dustin was wanting to fight. That's how you know Dustin's ready to fight, is he's pulling up those shorts. It's a subconscious reset, and he's right into that Philly shell. I mean, I would have been shaking in my boots too, but kudos to the cop for keeping a level head and trying to de-escalate, and successfully de-escalating, because it could have very easily turned into, I'm going to tase you, and then if that didn't work, I'm going to shoot you. Now imagine if it would have went the opposite way, like I'm saying, and that officer had to shoot Dustin Poirier in the face and kill him. Do you really think that would have been, not a better outcome, but do you really think that would have been a good outcome for the police officer? Probably not. It would have been a huge outrage from the public. So I want to commend and give the kudos to the cop who de-escalated and who kept it cool and just waited for backup. I mean, that cop needs to get promoted, and fuck Dustin Poirier, put him aside. This cop needs to be teaching other cops. That's how you de-escalate a situation. That's how you keep somebody under control. Even if it was Dustin Porier, a famous UFC fighter, I feel like that cop probably would have done the same thing in any other situation. Like I said in previous videos, I have respect for almost all fighters, because I don't fight professionally, but I personally fight in my personal life and train, and I know how grueling it is and hard it is. So, and I know that when you accumulate damage over time in your brain, you can basically turn your personality on its head, no pun intended, and become a monster. Another example of that is Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson thought that his wife was a demon, was a devil, and that he needed to kill her, and he was threatening to kill her. And look at him now. He's fucking boxing people. Even though there was a whole ass 911 call that for some reason people put in edits.
Professional fighter.
It's your husband?
Yeah, it's my husband.
What's
so that's
his
what I'm
name?
saying. I just want to let you guys know he's a professional fighter, because one, I don't want no cop to get injured.
we don't.
Just anyone.
No, we don't want anyone to get hurt. What's your husband's name?
Tony Ferguson.
It's just like they're putting Dustin Poirier's worst moment in edits, which I find super dumb. Just like the MMA guru, I don't know what timeline we shifted into. I don't know if it was after Harambe's death. I don't know, but now we have a sober Conor, and we have a drunken idiot Dustin Poirier, and we have Justin as a champ. Like, what time slip happened to where this is going on? I don't know. I find it very disingenuous when people say that they didn't expect this from Dustin, they didn't expect the Diamond to act like this, and I didn't either, but you kind of have to see this coming when you have a career full of getting your head smashed in, especially since he only brushed the belt a couple times and never got it. I believe that's what really angered Dustin, and what's really keeping him in the loop of continuing his alcoholism, is because he feels like he had no purpose, and he feels like he didn't complete what he wanted to complete in his career. He wanted that belt so bad, he wanted to be champ so bad, and he only got super close to it. And honestly, I do feel bad for Dustin, but he brought it upon himself, and I want him to get better. I want to see Dustin, the Diamond Porier, open up his own gym. I want to see him training younger fighters. I want to see that passion, that spark back in his eyes again, because the Dustin that we saw in that video was not Dustin. He was mentally troubled. He was drunk, and he's probably fucking all hopped up on TRT because he's a fucking 40-plus-year-old man, and he thinks that he needs to be juiced up to the fucking gills all the time. I just want you guys, as my fan base, my loyal, beautiful fan base, really look inward and consider that this man is human. He has emotions, and he has his own problems going on in life. These superstars, these parasocial relationships that we have with these superstars, these people are human beings. They're not gods. They're not above us. They make mistakes. They think horrible things like we do, and they do bad shit. They make mistakes all the time. So next time a fighter seems to be, I don't know, doing bad shit, like obviously not the Jones bad shit or the Connor bad shit or the Izzy bad shit, when something like this happens, when it's an obvious cry for help because of his substance abuse, then it's a different story, right? And even at the end, he fist bumped the cop and was like, look, I'm sorry, dude. It's like that the logical consciousness of Dustin started to shine through, and he realized, man, I'm acting like a fucking monkey right now. I also really want Dustin to find his purpose again. I want to see Dustin back strong, and I want to see him doing good things in life, you know? And I hope this arrest really woke him up and made him realize what path he's stretching down. Anyway, I'll stop yapping. See ya.
You called Dustin a hillbilly. Dustin and I are from the same hometown. Does that make me a hillbilly? Connor, listen, before you answer this, you remember how much bigger I am than you.
You're the ghetto hillbilly, I call you.
Shut your mouth, mate.
You'll do what you're told.
Sorry I'm late, I just don't give a fuck. Suck these big Irish balls.
Well then, fuck that, mate. You gonna do? You gonna stand up and do something? You sit down and shut your fucking mouth.
If you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate can only count to 5.
Dress your fucking age. Carrying a school bag on stage. What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read.
A horse shit. All right. Will you give me a break one time? Son of a bitch. Hey. Ow. Are you kidding me?
Shucks.
You know something? You suck.